Hi, I'm Brian with TW Enterprises. Today we're going to go over basic troubleshooting of the TWEgen. So you come to your TWEgen and you find that it is shut down, not pumping. We have the red system fail light on and our green system OK light is off. We don't have a steady light or a flashing green light. It is straight off. That means we shut down for one of multiple reasons. First off, we always want to check our oil. Make sure that we have oil before we do any more troubleshooting. When we're checking oil, just unscrew it, pull out the dipstick, see if we have oil on there. We want to put it back on the cap just a little bit, and then we'll check it again. Then screw it back in. If you're low on oil, add it, either using 530 synthetic or 1030 synthetic. Now that we've checked our oil and our oil level is good, we can turn our master switch into the off position and our fail light will reset. Now we want to try cranking it. If we don't crank, we got to find out why. Just like in this case, both our system OK and our system fail light turned on, but we are not cranking. So we have power to our control box, but we are not cranking. One thing to check is this starter bypass switch. If it is in the off position, the starter will not start. Now that we know our unit starts and runs, we can put it in the manual position and have it start. Now if it fires up and we have the green and red light come on, that's a usual indication of low voltage. We want to come over here and test the 120 outlet because it should have voltage at any time that the TWEgen is running. Remember, the 240 outlet is only going to have voltage after 2 minutes of runtime for that warm-up cycle. If we have less than 100 volts at our 120 outlet, then we're going to have that system fail light turn on and it's going to shut down after about 45 seconds of running with that red light on. Also, if we are running, we go to start it and the engine revs high, and we have an immediate shutdown where green light goes away and we just have the red light. That's usually an indication of high voltage or an engine overspeed. Now we're going to talk about no voltage. We come across the generator and we put it in manual and it starts. Now we have our green and a red light again. And then all of a sudden we have a screeching noise coming from the engine. And then it goes away and it comes back again a couple times. And then we just shut down and we just have a red system fail light. That's an indication of no power being produced at our alternator. Common causes are a bad capacitor, bad alternator, or we could have a loose wire or a broken drive belt from the engine to the alternator. For this troubleshooting tip, you come out to your generator and you see your timer is set to be running, but we have a flashing green light and a solid red light. Everything says that, oh, we should be running because our timer is on. Well, our pressure switch, which I have simulated over here, is still latched, meaning that there's still pressure in your pipeline and it will not allow the timer to start. Doesn't matter how many times we put it into the on position, as long as we have pressure in that pipeline, it will not want to start. We can even put it in the manual position, thinking maybe our timer is bad, and we're still going to get the same problem here a flashing green light, that will never go away until our pressure switch becomes unlatched and our pressure in the pipeline goes away. So on this scenario, we come up to our generator and it's running, but we don't have any water coming out of our pump. Pump's not running. It's plugged into our 240 outlet. First thing that is to double check is, has it run for the 2-minute warm-up cycle? If it hasn't run for that 2 minutes, then we're still not going to have any power here. We're going to have power here, but still not at our 240. What we need to check, if it has been at least that 2 minutes, then we need to start looking at our control box. So now that we've determined that we have been running for more than 2 minutes, our pump is good, our cord is good, now we want to check inside the control box. Before we start putting our hands in the control box, remember that when this is running, we have anywhere from 12 volts DC to 120 or 240 volts AC. This is a danger zone. This is a danger zone. Here, here, here. What we're looking for is, after the 2 minutes, does this plunger on the contactor, is it pushed in? If it's not, if it's sitting like this and it's been over the 2 minutes, then we either have a bad contactor, or our control board, located over here, has not activated the contactor. Either which way, one of those will have to be tested to make sure for proper function. Thanks for watching. If you need further help with your TWEgen, please feel free to contact us.